Hey, what's up, bro? It's your boy T Shrimp, everybody. Fake baby daddy, the voice of the street, man. And today, I finishing up what I started earlier today, right? You know, I had some people ask me to cover a little situation on couples, y'all, right? So, you know, I didn't know how much time they needed or none of that, so I just kind of made it short and sweet. You know, that's why preparations is always key. Presentation and all that when you're doing something. That's why it's good to be organized, because you know what you got to do. The little notes and everything, all that matter. You know, that's why it's good to have an assistant when you're doing this shit, because you can't do it all by yourself, and you know, you might miss something. That's what I was bringing up earlier, y'all. You know, them little small things, they matter, you know. So I just decided to finish some of it up anyway, right? Like if I would have had time and preparation to go over it, right? So let's say we already know couples from what I said earlier. It's a good thing, right? And you know, you can go much further, y'all. Then some people, they would be considered like power couples, you know. That's an even better thing, y'all. You know, so when you look at power couples, who do you think of? What comes to mind, right? First person come to my mind would be Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, wow, they've been together for a nice while. Jay-Z and Beyonce been together, y'all, 14 years. Blue Ivy, their daughter, is 10 years old. Then she just had a set of twins. Now, I don't know exactly how they are, but they've been doing very good together. You know, it's a good thing to see, y'all. You know, especially when it comes to black people. No chaos, you know, because money don't make you happy, y'all. You know, you got to be happy on the inside, and you got to be a happy person, period. Otherwise, money is just money, you know, because you really need fixing on the inside. And that be sometimes people problem. That's why money don't, you know, make them happy. Cleo Jewett and Shirley Jewett. They're my parents, y'all. That's my mother and my father. They've been together 51 years. 51 years. And my daddy just died 2 years ago. So that means he was married 51 years and stayed with this woman until death did him and her apart. That's the only thing separating them, y'all, was death. And I listened to their stories, y'all, because my mama told me that my dad, they come from the same town, Shaw, Mississippi, right? And they said he told her at 5 years old, you go be my wife. And guess what? It happened. That's why I be saying words is power, and it manifesting in it. But he knew what he wanted, and he was serious. He liked her that much when they was young. And you know, she tell me a cute story about how they really started hooking up. She said they had a rival school they used to play every year. They had never whooped this school, y'all. So she said about 3-4 minutes left on the clock. My daddy come down there and hit that winning jump shot. And she said, that's my man right there. And the rest, y'all, is history. I love to hear her tell that story, because she be emphasis on that. She like, man, once he hit that shot, she like, oh yeah, I got to give him a shot. And like I say, the rest is history, man. And for them my parents, y'all. And then I learned a lot from them, right? The toughness y'all see, the roughness y'all see in me, that come from my mother's side. Believe it or not, she the tough one. But all my intelligence come from my daddy's side. You know, and at first I didn't realize that. Because, you know, I'm just thinking, you know, mama toughen you up for the streets. You know, I took advice and was buck wild. But I started getting older, I realized, man, I can't be taking mama advice all the time. Man, she told me to hit my boss upside the head. No, man, I can't do it. My dad like, boy, you better not hit your boss upside the head, boy. We ain't gonna have no job. You know, so I started listening to my dad. I was like, yeah, I better lay off mama, man. So I learned you had to, that's where I come from. You got to be wise too. Because you can't take everybody's advice. It's good for when it fits. But sometimes you got to know when, you got to use your own head. No, I ain't going to do that one. I'm going to leave that one alone, y'all. Okay, next power couple, I would say. Will and Jada. Maybe a little messy, y'all. But they've been a couple. 25 years they've been together. And you know, they had ups and downs and go through what they go through, you know, and Will just got out of character a little bit at the Oscars and he slapped Chris Rock. But if y'all know the backstory of it, because it was just a joke, right? And it was a funny joke. But when he looked at Jada and she rolled her eyes, he thought about it. The reason Jada Pinkett is bald headed, y'all, she have a condition that makes her hair fall out. So she got the Rock bald head. So that's why she looked at him and rolled her eyes like, you laughing at that shit? And he thought about it and like, this ain't funny. That's why he got up like he did, y'all, and slapped her. Because when you're in a relationship, y'all couple, the man is going to always defend his woman. Always. And it kind of pissed Will off, for real. And y'all know Will Smith is one of the most strictest, clean guys. You never hear nothing bad about Will. But for him to get out of character at the Oscars like that and slap him. But you know who held their composure and control, y'all? Chris Rock. See, a lot of people don't realize it take more of a man to walk away from a fight than it do to start one. You hear me? I'm going to say that again. It take more of a man to walk away from a fight than to start a fight. So for him to stand up there and take that man on live TV and even diffuse the situation a little bit like, all right, man, I heard you. You know, that's big, man. That deserves a round of applause. People should be like, nah, that's what you call an intelligent black man now. You don't know how to keep his composure and not let your emotions get you out of line, because could have easily, or just walked off stage. He could just stormed off stage and that would have messed him up, because they was rolling. They didn't know whether to stop or keep going, because that's live, y'all. You know, that's live. So when he kept his composure, they like, okay, they had cut sound a little bit, but they kept rolling, y'all. That's why you're able to see the whole thing. You know, so, you know, you got to say big up to Chris Rock for keeping his composure. Another power couple, y'all, we can talk about. Samuel Jackson and his wife. Do y'all know they've been married 40 years? 40 years. She was with him, y'all. Do y'all know he used to smoke crack? And he was out there, you know, bad or whatever, and she stayed with him. She never left him. And then he got into acting. And would you believe this, y'all? The first role he had to play was a crackhead. So I guess to say he nailed that damn part. She might have told him, you know what? They looking for a crackhead down there at the movie theater. You need to carry your ass down there and play that part since you know it so damn well. Somebody had to tell him to go and do it. And then once he went and did it, you know, and then we realized crack had so many skills, man. How else you gonna come up with excuses to get drugs every day with no money? A crackhead got to come up with a scheme, a character, and all that shit every day. And they figure it out every day. They figure it out, you know, but hey. Second person, y'all. Last but not least, who we gonna say? Maurice and Tasha Jackson. Wow. Now, that's a special person right there. Because for the people who don't know, that's my assistant and also my girlfriend, right? We've been together, y'all, just 51 days. But for her to come in my life and restore order in it in 51 days, that's an amazing thing. And to see the channel grow in 51 days, that's an accomplishment already. From the first time I met her, I knew it was up from there. When she called me, y'all, and we talked on the phone, and I'm like, man, I need you, girl, cause my life, I'm good at what I'm doing, but sometimes I can be all over the place, y'all. I can be talking about killing a motherfucker one day and saving a nigga life the next, and need somebody to be like, babe, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, do that. And she's good at that, because if I didn't need her for nothing else, just to be organized. Because I'm good at a lot of things, but even though I am organized to a certain extent, but I have things all over the place. I got to organize over here, organize over there, and over there. But with her, she probably have one, but I got three. So I might be thinking I'm organized, but I'm not, because when I have stuff written down and organized, I can't find it. So I have to start over with another one. That's why I say when you're in a relationship, you winning, y'all. You winning. Now, what we just went through, y'all, was a little situation with this here. Just something, like I say, sometimes if you're not prepared for something, you can't see. You don't know what the future holds. But when you got somebody on your side that's looking toward the future with you and can see your future and want to help you get there, that mean a lot, y'all. That mean a lot. The reason I fell in love with this woman so quick, because I done had plenty of women. Y'all hear me talk about them. Ain't now one of them all about helping me with this show. Okay, it's my dream, it ain't theirs. Okay, but it could be the small shit. Ain't nobody tried to help me with this, that. She come and did all that. And then another thing about being in a relationship, you don't have to go through nothing alone. Even if you cry, you go cry alone. You're going to be happy together. You're going to be sad together. Okay, if you win some, you lose some. So the little thing we was shooting from, if we didn't get it, okay, so what? That ain't going to be the beginning of us or the end of us. Because we got a long-term goal. We trying to go far. So it ain't going to be over in one day. Definitely ain't going to be over in one day. And that crying is a good thing sometimes. They say, I heard Life say crying is like taking your soul to the laundromat. But you can cry with your significant other. You don't have to cry alone and do all that alone. You don't never want to, you can't be in a relationship if you go box yourself up to be in your own emotion, because they ain't yours no more. They ours. They not yours. So you can't shut yourself off and feel bad by yourself. That's selfish. That's not fair. You got to be with your person. If you go ride or die, you go ride or die. So don't worry about it. You already know you're a force to be reckoned with, sister. So that I know you ain't gonna let something small get you down. Like, hey, you can't miss what you never had. You can't miss what you never had. And presentation is everything. And if we would have we had a time limit on it, we would have been there. We would have been there. So somebody else, when they decided what they was gonna do, they had this person, that person, and that person. And out of the three, they picked it who they wanted. We can't feel bad enough about that, because guess what? Just last month or 2 months ago, my name wasn't even on the desk to be getting picked. You feel me? It wasn't even on the desk. And it ain't going to be the last time it's on the desk, or the last time the way she be getting down. So, hey, I'm not worried about it. But I don't want you to sit at home and be walling in your sorrows. No, we're not going to do that one. And if this is our first L we take together, then that's just what it is. But we go keep on moving, shit. You got to pick your head up and keep on moving. What dude say, hey, you live to fight another day. That's what we in this shit for, man. So, man, I'm out of here, y'all. I ain't going to speak too much, because I'm going to start crying. I'm finna go to laundromat myself, y'all, and then I get with y'all tomorrow, all right?